Hello people of YouTube, Mountbatten here again with the second installment in the How Overpowered is Conqueror series. And what we're talking about today is that thing right there, this citadel. As you can see, it's below the waterline, it's nice and tucked away, and it's pretty much almost impossible to citadel. Now, I'm going to pull up the curve first here and show you its citadel. And the curve first also has a reputation for being extremely difficult to citadel. Now, as you can see, just a little tiny bit of the citadel shows above the waterline, which makes it almost impossible to citadel. Shooting it from the sides, you have to get through it with plunging fire at range, which it's difficult to do. I've done it twice, once in North Carolina, believe it or not, and the second time was in the Yamato, both when it was maneuvering hard and I got a good shot at the deck from, I think I was about 15 kilometers away in the North Carolina and 17 in the Yamato. Now what I found odd is that the Citadel armor on the Curve First is actually thicker than on the Conqueror. It's very weird considering well, you'll see why it's weird. Anyway, first train room, got the Curve First. I'm just trying to go point blank range, give it a full broadside, and see if it is really impossible to citadel this thing from close to medium range. Have the secondaries turned off because this is just a test of the citadel, not of the ship overall. Here we go, point blank range, full broadside, nothing. Well, I should say nothing, did get quite a few pins there, but not that many because, you know, German guns can't hit a battleship broadside from, what am I, 2-3 kilometers away. So just waiting for the guns to reload and we're going to try that again. Now, you will never get this close to a Conqueror in-game with the current meta. They're usually back at the J line, A line, HE spamming. There I try to aim a little bit below to see if some of the shells would travel through the water and hit the citadel, but they didn't. And this is without, you know, this isn't an active bot, so he's not healing or maneuvering or anything, obviously. So the lull heal is not in play here, and it takes quite a few broadsides to kill this thing. Again, I'm aiming at the waterline, or a little bit below the waterline, trying to pin the citadel. No, just some more pins. Not even doing that much damage. Here I'm just looking at the AA guns. I never really gave them a good look at it before. They're quite a unique design. So here I'm just going to fire into the broadside of the ship above the waterline, or at the waterline, should I say. Now if that was a Montana or a Yamato, he'd be dead. Both of them have citadels above the waterline. Montana recently, well not recently anymore, got a buff to where they lowered the citadel on that one. Montana and Iowa and Missouri. Now I left this full clip in because I just wanted to show how much of a beating the ship can take from a Curve First at point blank range. Yeah, this is where I just fired into his side. Only did about 20,000 damage. Any other ship that would have been 40, 50. If that would have been another Curve First, it would have been still in the 50. Okay, and I just turned my secondaries on here because I'm tired of staring at the ship. How much damage it can take. It's an extremely tough ship. Got another broadside and it's still not dead yet. Hundred secondary hits. No fires yet, oddly enough. 120 secondary hits. I was waiting for the secondary to start a fire and burn the ship down, but it never did. And it even survived that last blast. Like, what the heck? And there, fire started. Ship's still alive. So if this was a random battle, he would have healed by now. He'd be blasting me point blank range, either with AP or high explosive. Because at close range, the Conqueror's AP is quite good. But I'd probably be dead if this was a random battle and we were this close. There we go. That one's finally done.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Alright, next up, I'm in the Montana, and I'm trying to see if I can pin it at medium to long range. Now this, you might get this close to a Conqueror in random battles if you manage to sneak up on him. We go first salvo out. Nothing. So he's about 8-9 kilometers away. Turning broadside onto him, and again, if there's a random battle, I'd probably have 2-3 fires right now. I'd probably be burning damage control and repair parties. Another salvo out. Will it do anything? Better do something, but it won't. Nope. Broke one of his turrets. Didn't really do that much damage. So now I'm going to start turning away to where I can start putting some more range in between me and the Conqueror. Try and get more of a plunging fire effect. Although I do think I'd take one more shot at it before I really start going far away. And an overpin. Such is the nature of RNG. I launched my plane here because I don't have anyone else with me in this training room to keep the Conqueror spotted.
Fighter airborne.
Which brings about another point about the Conqueror. It has such good concealment that when you get to the ranges where you really start seeing some good plunging fire, he's going to go undetected. Unless you have a destroyer that has managed to sneak around because... Yep, and no citadels there. Unless you've had a destroyer that's managed to sneak around him and his entire team, spotting him, you're not going to be spotting him at 15 kilometers, 16 kilometers, because most Conquerors go for a stealth build. And I've just gone undetected, and I do have a stealth build on my Montana. So now it's just the plane that's keeping him spotted for me. And he vanishes. And again, no citadels. Now what I'm doing here is I'm keeping the reticle aimed at where I believe he is. I didn't move it after I fired that last salvo. So this is just a guessing game. And this is what's going to happen most of the time in random battles. You're going to be having a gun battle with the Conqueror, and he's going to be spotting you because either your detection range isn't as small as his, or his team is spotting you, but he's way in the back, just HE spamming. And I do get a pin there, but again, no citadel. So he's going to be disappearing between salvos, and you're just going to be burning to death. So I figured, if there's going to be a ship that's going to pin this thing at close range, it's going to be the Yamato. And what I'm doing here is I'm trying to pin him through his bow to his citadel. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Did about 20,000 damage there, that's a good salvo for on the bow. So that didn't work. So what I did next is I swung the Yamato around to the back of the ship and tried to pin him through his stern. He's got that nice flat stern. Figured if there's going to be a place for me to pin him through the citadel, it's going to be there, but no. Don't. And then with the turret, they didn't go, oh, if I just sink him. So there you have it. It's nigh impossible to citadel this Conqueror from mid to long range. I'm sorry, from close to medium range. Now I'm going to try and get a friend in to a training room with me so you can keep it spotted to where I can get some shots off at the Conqueror at max range of the Yamato and see if maybe then you can actually citadel that thing. But nope. Reason number 2 why the Conqueror is overpowered is got that submerged citadel that's impossible to pin. Alright, thanks for watching. Part 3 will be that long-range citadel test, and that'll be up whenever I can get a friend to join me in a training room. It may be a day, maybe 2 days. I'm not sure, but there'll probably be some more War Thunder coming up soon. Alright, thanks for watching.